Hey everybody, J.M. Mannion here at the NPC Photo Gym in Pittsburgh. And for the very first time here, we have doing her road to the Olympia,
Hannah ran Franz.
How you feeling, Hannah?
I'm excited, a little nervous, but mostly excited.
So how's it feel going to the Olympia?
It still doesn't even feel real yet, honestly. I don't know when it'll hit me.
You know, it's going to be interesting because you'll have been qualified for basically a year.
Yes, because I qualified, I think it was December at the Battle of Texas, so
Right.
It'll be a full year.
It was the first weekend of December.
Yeah,
That's been crazy, right?
So I'm thankful for the extra time though,
Right.
because more time only means more time to improve.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you put up a really good post the other day that I saw reposted, which if you haven't read it, you either go to hers or go to IFBB Pro League Instagram page. It's a picture of her coming off stage by this really good photographer, and but no, what you wrote was really good.
Thank you.
It was really good.
It really is just like a dream come true, and like I always say, God's plan, like He always exceeds anything I ever imagined, and it's just crazy. I did 13 shows last year, and Battle of Texas was my 13th show of the year. I had that goal to qualify for the Olympia, and I did it. And I just...
Yeah, and we had seen you at the Niagara Falls Pro.
Yeah. I saw JM more than I saw my parents last year, so...
Yeah.
We saw each other like every weekend, at least once a month minimum.
Yeah.
Being at every show, but yeah, it's like... Everyone sees that one win, but it's also, I had 12 shows I didn't win to get that one win,
right.
But I finally did it, and I just,
And you kind of weren't even sure you were going to do Battle of Texas.
Yeah. It was just...
After Niagara, you were almost ready to throw the towel in.
Like, every single show, it was just, after doing 12 shows, you get tired, like, you're tired and exhausted, but it's like, just keep going, keep trying, and I'm lucky that I get to, once I get stage lean, I get to start reversing. And it's like every show, like, obviously I came in my best yet at that show, so we didn't give up.
Right. And that's the key. What did you just say?
We didn't give up.
There you go. I mean, you like I said, we had talked to you in Niagara Falls, and you were almost ready to just say, that's it. I've given it my best shot, numerous times.
Yeah, I took two fourth places in a row. So it was like fourth at Iron Games, fourth, and it's like, we had it was a few weeks before the Battle of Texas though, but like even I'm 10 days out right now, and it's like you can do so much with like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
Like you can really dial in and change a physique in that amount of time if you're at kind of where you need to be.
Right.
But we brought a whole new look to the Battle of Texas. I was like, I have to do something different.
Right.
Like we have to change something, because it's like I said, 2 fourths in a row. I'm like, we got to do something that changes this.
So let's talk about the Iron Games.
Yes.
You told me an interesting story, which I actually didn't know until half hour ago.
Yeah.
So at that point, Iron Games was the largest IFBB Pro League Bikini
Huge.
contest of 2019. There was 49?
Yeah.
49 pros. I was actually at the Legion Sports Fest in San Diego, and this was in Culver City, and I looked and I'm like, oh, Uber can get me there in 35 minutes. I'm going up for the finals. Like none of you even knew I was coming.
No, he surprised us all. You all walk in and we were like, what the heck? It was so funny.
Yeah, I'm like, guide me to backstage.
Yes.
The funny part was Tamer and Terry Colgidney, the promoters, didn't even know I was there.
Yeah.
Like I knew where to go to get in because I'd covered so many contests there.
Yeah.
And so I see Ron Avedon, and he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And I'm like, Ron, I'm going to put my stuff down. Take me backstage.
So funny.
Yeah. But, so you told me a very interesting story about this contest. Let everybody know, because this could, you're talking about changes in 10 days.
Yeah.
We're talking about changes in a few hours.
Yeah.
So this is a great story.
It's never, moral of the story, it's not over till it's over. And so during pre-judging, obviously you have over 40 girls. When you have a big show over 30, I'd say over 30 is pretty big, but it's easy to you can get overlooked if you're not bringing that A game.
And let me just stop you for 1 second. I was there at the finals, okay, when they went out. On the sides,
Yeah.
they were triple lines.
Yeah.
On each side. You usually have maybe one or two.
Yeah.
This was triple.
You're buried in there.
Yeah.
You really are. And so.
And not even, it's just the way it is because
Yeah.
of the stage limitations.
Right, and not to mention, like, you know, in the pros, like, all these girls look phenomenal. So it's like, you really have to have something that sets you apart when you're up against 40 other amazing women, you know? You really have to have something that helps you get noticed on stage. So this was my first time back on stage after taking a little off season, so I hadn't been on stage for a few months, you know, so I was a little nervous getting back up there, and pre-judging I was a little nervous, and I thought, you know, going into finals I was like 8th or 9th, and I was like, okay, like, you know what?
So you were because I was in there pre-judging, so I'm assuming
Right.
you were like in the second call-outs.
No, they just did a really big,
First one.
Yeah, and then
they
added
put-
me in
yeah.
to it, and then I
took
stayed on the
some of them,
outside.
and took some of them out.
Yeah, and I was like,
So it's kind of
on
like
edge.
I call it the 1.5 comparison.
Yeah.
It's not the second.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
the 1.5. They just make a few changes.
Right,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I'm going into finals and I'm like, you know what, 8th or 9th, like, this is awesome, cool, top 10. And so all my nerves were gone at this point, and I'm like, I'm just going out and having fun, you know, finals, like, let's just do this. And they called back out to do like confirmation and rejudge, like it wasn't over. And so I just brought my confidence, and after the show, you know, like the judges pulled me aside and they're like, Hannah, they're like, you outposed everyone at finals. And like, I ended up getting 4th, and all the judges, like I saw one of the judges the next day in the elevator, and they were just like, no one could believe my face. I had no idea. I ended up taking 4th place and getting top 5, but.
Well, tell them what they said about you in the first round, what they said.
They said, like, the judges can tell, like, you judges can see your energy and how you feel on stage and everything. And they said, like, we could tell you were nervous up there. And then I came back at finals and I just brought more confidence. And I was just more relaxed and everything, but having fun, smiling, and just glowing. And that's what really, you know, drew the judges in and caught their attention. They were like, wow, like, oh my gosh, Hannah's here, you know, like, I came back to finals and it was me at finals, you know,
Right.
I was myself on stage.
And this is what I always tell competitors in every division. The contest, the pro, you know, IFBB Pro, it doesn't matter what contest it is.
Yeah.
It's not just the Arnold, the Olympia, New York Pro, Pittsburgh, whatever. The contest isn't over until they call your name.
Yeah.
Or they don't call your name. And they usher you off if you're not in the top 5.
Right.
You know, basically, when you see someone hand the MC or somebody the final paper with the scores, it's over. But then it might not be. I've even seen it change, like all of a sudden someone looks and they're like, hold on a second, like, don't announce that, okay? Until it's announced, it is not over.
No. And, well, Bob, our
Yeah.
announcer, he knew.
Check.
He knew what the results were.
Right.
And I didn't know yet at this point. And he joked and he was like, hey, Hannah, like, how'd you think you did? Because I was standing next to him, like, waiting. And I was like, I got back on and I was like, oh my gosh, like, maybe I got 6th. And I was freaking out because I got 6th. And he was like, yeah, wow, like, messing with me even though
Yeah.
he knew. And then they're announcing top 5. And I'm, you know, good job, 5th place. Yeah, I'm all happy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally just got 6th, not 8th. Like,
Right.
and I was so pumped about it. And then they called my name for 4th. And I was just, oh my gosh, I was stunned. And he thought it was the funniest thing ever. He was like, I totally had you fooled because I had no idea.
Right.
But like I said, it was so awesome, like, because I just went out there. And at the end of the day, you know, like, it doesn't change what placement I get because I'm still going to go out and be doing the same thing
Right.
every day. And I mean, I feel like a winner every single show I do.
So now that we're talking about this more, I'm having a thought in my head.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So I think it was me showing up at the finals that helped you.
Probably, yes.
I'm thinking-
That was it.
I'm thinking that's, you
That's
know what?
where my A game came from. JM brought it. He delivered it.
Like the finals show up, you probably still
Yeah, probably.
You know, I mean, you know, I brought that energy into that room backstage.
I'm gonna have to get little JM initials, a little good luck charm. There we go. We figured it out.
Now, see, just scratch everything else she said.
Yeah,
Just make
forget
sure I'm
that
there.
whole story.
No, no. But no, in all seriousness, it's a great story.
Yeah.
Because it says a lot.
Yeah, you really, you have to believe in yourself. And like I said, the judges, they can feel that energy you bring to stage. They know, they can see it in your smile. It's so true. Like the look you bring, it's your confidence.
Right. All right. So during this lockdown this year, you had a extra accessory you were wearing.
Yeah, I did. I had a nice pink cast on my left wrist.
Tell us what happened there.
So when the gyms are, when I'm outside of the gym and I don't have the gym, which controls me, like I'm an animal that needs to be caged, I get out on the streets and I'm like a wild animal. So I'm, rollerblading, I'm doing all this crazy stuff.
Like they put an APB out on you, like, Hannah Franz has escaped on the street.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually broke my wrist rollerblading because I think exercising in a gym is very safe. But if I get a little risky out on the streets and try to like do stunts and stuff. So I broke my wrist rollerblading.
Wait, does anybody have film of this?
No, I wish. I had to rollerblade back to my condo, like...
With a broken arm?
Yeah. I was all bloody and I was like talking to these girls on my way back and I was like, oh, I gotta go clean up. I just fell. I was like, I'll be back to do my bands. And I just like put this little wrist brace I had on. I go back, do my band work. And my friend Donna, another IFBB pro as well, she is a surgeon and she's like, Hannah, you have to go to the hospital, like you gotta go get x-rays, girl. And I was like, what? It's not broken. I'm like, you're crazy. I had a nightmare that night that it was broken. And I was like, oh, I think I should probably go get an x-ray. So I did, and it was broken.
So there's a little divine intervention there.
Yeah.
That say, cage this wild animal and go to the emergency room.
I need to stay within gyms. So I've been good. I've only actually rollerbladed twice since.
I'm not even picturing you falling. I'm just picturing you bloody, dirty.
Yeah.
Arm is broken, you don't know it, and you're rollerblading back to your place.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, at that point.
Casual.
Yeah, but at that point, you are like a caged animal that was let loose.
Yeah.
Because they probably were like, oh, yeah, stay away from that one. Look at her.
Yeah. I have too much fun out there. But I managed okay. Like, because...
As a caged animal, why do you keep moving that way? I'm not that bad.
Oh. Oh, but...
So you could stay in your lines. There's lines on the floor here.
My box. I'm in my box. It's like the box on stage.
So how long did you have the cast on?
I broke my scaphoid bone, which has the least blood supply to it, so it takes the longest to heal. So I had to wear a cast for 2 months. So I just did bands. I would attach ankle straps around my cast and
I have to say,
lateral raises.
Looking at your Instagram every day with the cast was very entertaining.
Oh, I would post my workouts daily with that cast. No excuses, none.
And you changed outfits. Sometimes you'd be in a bikini. Sometimes you'd be in
Florida
your workout wear.
Florida living.
Right.
It's the best.
Sunglasses, no sunglasses, hair up, hair down.
Yeah.
You did, you're just you.
Yeah, whatever.
So what's Hannah up to today?
The best part about Florida is I only do laundry about once every 2 weeks because I only wear bikinis, spandex, and sports bras. That's,
Do you really want everybody to know that? Too late now, but I'm just saying.
I guess it's sold. Well, I work out on the beach or in the gym, easy.
Okay, so then now I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
If you're only doing your laundry every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
How often do you take a shower?
Oh, well, in the ocean, daily. I do shower daily, Jam.
In the ocean?
No,
or non-salt water?
I do have a condo as well. I do have a place where I live. I don't
I'm just
live
saying,
outside.
I mean, you're telling me you're a caged, uncaged animal and all this. I mean, you're wild, you're breaking arms, you're dirty, you're bloody.
No, funny story. The girls told me, because I'm actually about to buy my own condo instead of rent, but the girls just told me I should just buy an RV. And then I can roll up to all my shows, travel. I don't even need a house. Like, all my teammates and coach told me to just get an RV. They're like, you're so low maintenance. They're like, you don't even need a house. I'm like, no, I don't. Nope, just keep traveling everywhere. So low maintenance, easy.
So we'll check in on you to see whether you got the condo or the RV later.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We'll find out.
When are you trying to make that move? Before or after the Olympia?
I'll probably move. I'm hoping to move like January, February next year.
Okay, so After the Olympia, we'll have to check back to see what you decide to do.
Right, find out where I'm living. Well, I'll keep my.
Well, if you're in an RV, you're living everywhere.
I was gonna say I'll keep my camper in Florida most of the year. Oh, I'll just get both eventually. Watch, I'm BB driving up to the Olympia. Won't even have to worry about flights anymore.
Yeah, you'll have some even more interesting Instagram stories.
Oh yeah,
post,
that'll
yeah.
be so fun. It's just, yeah, it's gonna stay fresh. We're gonna keep it exciting. I'm like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
I got nothing for that.
I was gonna say,
Forrest Gump.
do we have any other like fitness bikini related questions now?
This is way more interesting.
Yeah, this is so much more fun. This is the reality of bikini competitors.
Here it is, right here.
This is what you get.
This is it. This is what you get. All right. So now we know how you trained with the cast.
Yes.
So when the cast came off, I mean, how hard was it to get back into what you used to do, like to get in a rhythm? Especially, I mean, you're like you said, this part and everything.
Right. So when the gyms opened back up, it was kind of convenient that I had the cast on while the gyms were closed. There was only a couple days when I was back in the gym when they reopened that I had my cast on. But cast came off and gyms opened like within the same week. So once I started strength training, I actually within the first 2 weeks, I put on 5 pounds just like that. And I felt so much better though, because I just felt like my muscles were full and everything. I filled back out quickly, good muscle memory and stuff. Like when you're an athlete for so many years, your body, you recover fast, I was healthy and stuff. So I felt really, really good once the gyms opened. I was able to get my strength fully back up, and even throughout this whole prep, my strength has stayed really well. I eat a lot for a bikini competitor, but I'm also very, very active because I walk everywhere.
Well, yeah, uncaged animals usually are active.
Someone the other day, based off my steps, they're like, do you have a home or anything? They're like, with how much you walk? I was like, I do own a car too. They're like, you are crazy. Where are you trying to walk across the country? I could. That's going to be on my bucket list.
Well, have you walked across Florida yet?
No. Maybe
East to west or west to east?
I'll try that.
Well, then you got to go north to south.
I'll do both. Yeah, I'm going to walk down
Then you have to go up to Jacksonville to the Panhandle. I mean, there's a whole lot. You could stay right in your state and do quite a few different things.
These are the things I'm going to do after I retire.
Or walk from Miami down to the Keys.
Yeah. These are great retirement plans. Once I'm done once I hang the heels, which won't be for a long time. I got at least 10 years in me, for sure. So.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Road to the Keys is after road to the Olympia.
Okay. So we'll send a drone to follow you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. This is going to be so exciting. I'm going to start my actual road to the Olympia and just start walking it.
There you go.
How can we research? We gotta Google how long it's going to take me to walk to Vegas from Florida.
The funny part is I'm fairly certain that that's going to pop up on her Instagram page.
Yeah, I'm once we get done.
There's going to be a map
go look it up.
with the line.
We're going to go see. Google will tell us.
I know.
Yeah. Type it in.
But since we don't have phones here because we don't want anybody's phones ringing.
No, because we're being good.
Yes. All right. So now that we've got your personal history.
Yeah.
And hygiene.
Which I do shower. Don't worry.
She says so. I'm going to believe her.
I even washed the hair for this one.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. I did too. Mine.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So anyways, do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I would love to give a shout out to, obviously, my coach, Casey, who one day we hope to see back on stage.
Yes.
But Casey Marshall, she just keeps me sane. She's an amazing coach and boss. She's my boss as well. I coach for Boss Bodies and for her.
Well, I was going to say, did you say that on purpose? A little segue into the Boss Bodies?
But I mean, she's a boss, a coach, a mentor, a friend. She's all of the above. And I wouldn't be here today without her. Like, she believes in me more than I believe in myself sometimes. And she's the first one who ever told me, like, you'll be on that Olympia stage. And I was like, wait, what, me?
Yeah.
And then here I am filming my road to the Olympia. But, you know, she created Team Boss Bodies as well. And those girls, like all my teammates, my coworkers, those girls are all my backbone, you know. They're some of my biggest supporters and some of my closest best friends. It's how I've met a lot of my best friends. But
Right.
all my friends and my family, I could go on and do a list this long of all the people who I could give shout outs to. But literally, I just feel I'm so blessed that everyone in my life, the support I have is unreal.
Good.
Unreal. Like, they're just always cheering me on every single step of the way, and they're coming out with me, always cheering me on, asking me if I need waters. Like, it's so cool, like asking me how I'm feeling, and no one judges me for bringing my lunchbox everywhere, whether I'm on or off season. They expect it.
What kind of lunchbox do you have? I'm curious.
Oh, it's nothing special. It's like a plain gray one, honestly.
That doesn't sound like you.
I know, it's really not like me at all.
You got to step up your game for the
I do.
Olympia.
I need
new lunchbox.
Okay, new lunch. Putting that on the list.
Okay.
I know. I'll get something fun. I need one with bananas on it or something.
You got to get one that's very Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah banana. Monkeys are bananas. I got to get that. Or unicorns, because who doesn't love unicorns? JM doesn't love Okay, JM doesn't love unicorns, you guys. Wow. Good thing I didn't wear my unicorn slippers here today. JM might have not let me in.
That would have been okay.
I would have brought my monkey ones.
Okay.
We have many pictures in those. JM always gets pictures of me. I always wear fun slippers to every athlete check-in, and we have like all my pictures like this, every athlete check-in.
Or the other girls all going like.
Yeah, oh my gosh. With my Christmas socks at Battle of Texas last year. I made sure to have my Christmas socks to bring to Olympia. I already have them. I already got it planned out.
Good.
It's important. These are the important things for competing. Make sure you have your festive socks for your shows.
You mean, I think right there, there's nowhere else to go. I think we pretty much wrap it up right there.
Yeah, right there. Don't forget your socks, ladies, your fuzzy socks.
All right. So we'll see you again in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And in Hollywood. Okay.
Yeah.
JM Mannion.
Hannah Ran, Franz.
We're signing out for NPCNewsOnline.com.